Everybody. I hope that you are well, and I also hope that you are having a good day so far. Today, we'll be doing our grade 5 English lesson on synonyms. So, we'll be logging on to aplusstudents.ca. Once we logged on to aplusstudents.ca with our username as well as our password, and then we're going to select the subject of language arts. Grade 5. And then we're going to scroll down up until we get to the chapter of synonyms. All right. So a synonym, right? Before we go on to what a synonym is, our chapter is synonyms. Our subject is English Language Arts, grade 5. And the lessons that we're going to be focusing on today under the chapter of synonyms is to choose synonyms, it's to find synonyms in context, it will be explained, and just synonyms in context. All right. So basically, a synonym, right? So synonyms are words with the same meaning, or it is words with almost the same meaning. So synonyms are words with the same meaning, or it's words with almost the same meaning. And an example of a synonym, right, is, for example, either dad or father. So dad and father, it's basically the same, right? Because they basically take the same role. You can either say this is my father or this is my dad. Another example of a synonym, right, is we can also say mom and mother, right? Because both of them also play the role. It's the same role, right? We either say this is my mom, this is my mother. And if we look at the explained, more of a detailed explained definition also of synonyms, it's a word that is similar to another word, or it has a closely related meaning to that specific word. And an example is a synonym, the synonym of cold, right? So the synonym of cold is chilly. So someone would say, "Oh, it is very cold," and somebody would say, "It is extremely chilly." Like it's still, it's like you are saying that it is very cold. So cold and chilly, they basically mean the same thing. Or funny and humorous. It's basically the same thing, just two different words, same meaning or similar meaning. You can say either the movies, like a funny movie, or like you can say, my friend is funny, my friend is humorous, or hilarious. And then also another example of a synonym is nice or pleasant. Nice or pleasant. And then also, if you may be eating something and something is delicious, you can say it is yummy or it was delicious. Those pancakes were delicious or those pancakes were yummy, right? So these are synonyms, right? And synonyms are words with the same meaning, or we can say it's words with almost the same meaning. Or we can say it is words that has a closely related meaning. Can you maybe think of more synonyms? Words with the same meaning or almost the same meaning, where it is different words but it means the same thing. For example, another example of a synonym can be, we can say it's big, or you can say it is large, or you can say it is small, and the synonym of small is either tiny or little. Can you think of more synonyms? Yeah, we have a few, which is mother and mom, dad and father, big and large, small and tiny. All right, so we can. These are synonyms, right? Even if we look at the word noise, another word for noise or word that is similar to noise can either be sound. The sound can make a noise. If I'm angry, right? Then we can also say that I am mad. So if I'm angry, we can also say that I am mad. right? So these are a few examples of synonyms, right? And we said synonyms are words with the same meaning, or it's words with almost the same meaning. All right, and now if we look at a few more examples of synonyms, right? So there we have easy words, a bit harder words, right? But if they want to know, or basically a word that is the same as easy, right? The word that is the same as easy. So here we have easy. So the word that's the same as easy, we can either say it is straightforward or it is simple. Simple sounds more of a better word, right? Or it's you doing it effortlessly. Then we have a word that means hard. Hard. Something is hard, it is very challenging. Or we can say it is difficult, or we can even say it is tough. And then we have big, a word that's the same as big. We can say it is either large, gigantic, or huge, right? And these things, these words that we are basically identifying, these are all synonyms, right? It's words either with the same meaning or words with almost the same meaning or words with closely related meanings to one another. Little, right? Little is the same as saying it is small, miniature, or tiny. And then cold. If I'm getting cold, that means that I'm freezing, frigid, or it is chilly. And then again, if I'm getting warm, then I can say it is hot, it is toasty, it is fiery. Being kind, right? We can still say that that is being nice, thoughtful, or pleasant. And lastly, if you are mean, it means that you are hurtful, nasty, and cruel. All right, so these are synonyms, right? And now we're going to aplusstudents.ca and we're going to the first lesson, which is to choose the synonym. So we said synonyms are words with the same meaning or almost the same meaning to one another, right? So now we need to see what is the word that is the same as bother. If somebody's bothering you. If somebody's bothering you. What is another word for bother? So this, if we say somebody's bothering you, then we can say that they are disturbing you. So to bother someone is to disturb someone. All right. Now let's go to our test on choosing the synonym. And choosing the synonym is like choosing the word that is similar to one another or the same in meaning to one another. So, which word is a synonym of incorrect? Incorrect. So, incorrect is the same as saying it is wrong, right? So, the word that's the same as incorrect, it's the same as saying it is wrong. All right. So, wrong it is. Which word is a synonym of declare? I declare that um, all of you are going to pass or something. Yeah, that's a declare or a decree. Is a declare to hush or is a declare to make an announcement or to announce something? Declare. All right, another word for declare is to announce. All right, so to declare is to announce. The synonym of thin. If somebody is very thin, do we say that person is skinny or do we say that person is plump? Skinny or plump? All right. So if we want to say that someone or something is skinny, and then we can say either someone or something is thin. Thin, then they are skinny. If they are thin, then they are skinny. And I'll say it the opposite way. All right. We need to find the synonym of the word far. Is it approach or distant? All right, we need to find the synonym of far. Far. If something is very far, is it approach or is it in a distant? Far. Is it distant or is it approach? Far. All right, and if we choose the word that is the same as far, and then we can say it is distant. All right, before we move on, let's do this one. Disturb. What is another word for disturb? Is it to bother or is it pleasure? Bother or pleasure? So disturb, another word for disturb, is it to bother someone or something? Or is it pleasure? And another word to disturb is to bother. Right? Now we're going to find synonyms in context. So a synonym is a word with a similar meaning to another word. And we made an example of dad and father, mom and mother. So a synonym is a word with a similar meaning to another word. And we made an example of dad or father. If we want something to be done fast, or if I want you to be fast, I'm also expecting you to be speedy, right? So these are also two other words that are synonyms, right? All right. So now we're going to find the synonyms in context. All right. It says we need to select the synonym of the word in bold. Sack. So Christine usually carries a canvas sack to the grocery store. If she forgets it, she uses a paper bag from the store. So sack, right? We need to find another word that is similar to sack. All right, so the word that is the same as sack, right? The word that is the same as sack is a bag. And yet they specifically say she goes with a paper bag. All right. So the word that is that's similar to sack is bag, because they're specifically saying that if she gets her canvas bag, she takes her paper bag. A canvas sack, she takes a paper bag. So now, if we leave immediately, we'll make it to the movie theater on time. I hate missing the preview, so let's go now. Immediately and now. So now we can say immediately, immediately, and now. They are synonyms. It's like saying, I'm going immediately, I'm going now, right? And incorrect, incorrect. All right. So incorrect. If something is incorrect, if it's not correct, it says the new bookkeeper wrote down the incorrect figures. Now the accounting balance sheet is wrong. We need to find the synonym of the word incorrect. So incorrect, right? If somebody made an incorrect or an error, right, then now it says the accounting balance sheet is wrong. So incorrect it is not correct. Oopsie. And this is wrong. Right? All right. So that is basically synonyms, right? Words with the same meaning. All right, so now we're just going to do this little test and then we are done for with our lesson. It says the new bookkeeper wrote down the incorrect figures. Now the accounting balance sheet is working. So incorrect. So another word for incorrect, we would say it is wrong. So that is correct. So immediately. Another word for immediately. I will leave immediately. We'll make it to the movie theater on time. I hate missing the preview, so let's go now. Another word for immediately, right? And immediately it is now. All right, so now and immediately are synonyms, right? My younger sister is quite tall and skinny. She can't wear my bracelets. Most are too large for her thin wrists. Skinny. So skinny. Another word for skinny. Is it thin or is it overweight? So skinny. Is it thin or is it overweight? And if we look at the specific word skinny, right? If someone is skinny, they are thin, right? Skinny means that you are thin. Do you mean if this grade? Do you mean if this class is only for grade 5? No, it's not necessarily just for grade 5. It's just that I go specifically over the tutorial of grade 5. But I do speak in a manner in which it is for more than one grade. And bargain. Mr. Smith is always looking for a good bargain. Last summer, he got a great deal on some marked down golf clubs. All right. And a bargain, we can say another word for a bargain is getting a nice deal, right? Getting a nice bargain is getting a nice deal. All right. Just like getting a discount, right? That is what it means. Hugo needs a new winter coat this year. A winter coat, a coat this year. The sleeves on his old jacket is too short. What is a coat? Give me another word for coat. All right. So another word for a coat, right? Yes, it is a jacket. So another word for a coat is a jacket. So well done. Now we need to say we need a speedy meal. We go to the noodle shop on the corner. When we need a speedy meal, we go to the noodle shop on the corner. The service is always friendly and most importantly, quick. So a word, if we look at the synonym of speedy, right? Some of speedy. We need to go to the noodle shop on the corner. The service is always, and we said speedy, meaning that it is very quick. Yes, quick it is. So well done. Quick it is. Astronauts hope to explore distant planets in our solar system. Perhaps in the future, they will travel to the far reaches of the universe. All right, so we see that distant, right? Another word for distant. If something is in a distance, do we say it is very far or do we say it's near? Something is in a distance. All right. So the word that is the same as the distant, the synonym of distant is then far, right? All right. So the synonym of distant is far. All right. So this is now the end of our lesson on synonyms. We said synonyms are words with the same meaning or almost the same meaning. right? We made mention of dad and father, distant and far, immediately and now, right? Those are all a few examples of synonyms, right? Synonyms, words with the same meaning, words with almost the same meaning, right? Those are synonyms. All right, so thank you very much for joining the class. Thank you very much for interacting. You must have a good weekend further. Goodbye.